Hello everyone, welcome back to Zunker's Gaming Channel for a brand new LP. That's right, we're going to Metroid, we're going Super Metroid. I want to warn you to start with, this is only my second time playing it. I just beat it 2 weeks ago for the first time in my life. So don't expect 100%, don't expect this to be a good playthrough necessarily. But it's going to be a fun one nonetheless. So we'll see how much I retain from my my experience from a few weeks ago. But I hope you enjoy this. I thoroughly enjoyed my time with this game. And for the record, that's my first stats on this one. Obviously, I didn't get everything, and I think it was 70% was the final total. So, yikes. But nonetheless, I come in with a bit more experience, a bit more know-how. That should work, right? That should be fine, right? In theory?
The last Metroid is in
We'll see.
activity.
We'll see. But I did enjoy this game. I had never really played much Metroid in my life, ironically enough. As a very, very small boy, I did. About 5, 6 years old, probably not even that. I do remember playing the original Metroid on the Nintendo. But I barely remember that. That was something that was incredibly limited experience. I was incredibly young. I wasn't very good at it. As you can see here, going back through the original Metroid stuff. But yeah, so I didn't have much experience with Metroid in general, and I'll tell you what, this game is. If it's your first time playing it, and you don't have a instruction manual like I didn't, this game's really fucking hard. At least initially, because it's something that was relatively rare. Or not relative. Back then there was instruction manuals when this game came out, and you had to look through it to see how to do things. You don't have that luxury here. Even on the Nintendo Switch, you don't have a instruction booklet guide, which is disappointing, because I think that'd be a pretty cool feature for these games. But nonetheless, I figured stuff out, did some research on it, and finally got to the point where I did good things, and I ended up beating the game in just under 7 hours, 6.5, just over 6.5, with 70% clear rate. Now you might be saying that's not very good, and I would agree. But I can't promise it's going to get better or worse with this playthrough, because it's just what it's going to be. You know, obviously I know now. I'll be curious to see what I remember from it, from my first playthrough, and how much I'll forget. I didn't even get all the reserve tanks for the record, if it to let you know how little I actually remembered from this game. Or not, how little I got. But honestly, I don't think this game is overly difficult. Once you get used to it. Once you figure out the controls, once you figure out things, it's not that hard. Outside, I struggled with Ripley, and I struggled with some beginning bosses that, because I didn't understand how to play this game. So, but once I got comfortable with things, I really didn't find too many bosses overly difficult. The controls are funky. I do remember how to wall jump, so that's a plus. Trying to remember all the stuff I gotta do here. But yeah, so this is a bit of an intro stage. You shoot, you can aim in all 8 directions, which is nice. You can run, you can jump, you can do a regular jump like this, or you can do this like fun little, as you saw, like cartwheel jump. Cartwheel jump is required for wall dashing. Wall dash is really hard because once you hit the wall, you have to hit the opposite direction A within like a frame or two of each other. It's a really hard thing to learn. Once you get it, it's not bad. You got it figured out pretty good. Oh, that's scary. But honestly, it's kind of crazy to think about. But here we are in a laboratory, and something bad's happened. We know that just by looking at it. So what could it be? And oh my gosh, the baby Metroid. Oh, what's going on here? Got my little pea shooter. Whoa, what is that? Oh my god, it's Ripley. Wow, we're gonna kick Ripley's ass. Remember I said he gave me shit before. Music's really good in this game, by the way, especially the boss music. I love the boss music in this game. Okay. Just like Mega Man X, you can't win this battle, or X6 for that matter. You can't win this battle. This is a unwinnable battle. Once you get below 20, I think? One of the cool things, though, is if you want to try... Oh, I didn't get it. You can actually make... You can hit Ripley enough to drop the baby Metroid. And that's kind of cool. But Ripley will, but you can't win that battle overall. You can't save the Metroid, unfortunately. These things will just hit you, but they actually won't hurt you. You really shouldn't die here. I don't think there's a way to die, to be honest with you. Oh, look at the craziness. Look at the craziness. Yeah, those don't hurt you. They just knock you off a little bit. You have plenty of time to once you get the hang of that, that's nothing. Even first time playing this game, I didn't die in that section. I'm assuming you die if you don't get out in time. So yeah, so Super Metroid, man. I'll tell you what, this was something I was planning on doing. I wasn't gonna be right away necessarily, but like I'll play the game, see how I like it, see if At first. It's a Metroidvania game. It's not my cup of tea, typically. I'm not a big fan I'm not usually a guy that's into Metroidvanias. I've never really played Symphony of the Night, another classic example of Metroidvania, obviously Castlevania. That type of Castlevania game. But then I played this game. Once I got the hang of it, I really want to stress that, but I gave it the time of day. That's the thing. Say what you will, I gave it the time of day. I got really patient with it. I don't know what I'm trying there. And, yeah, it worked. And I ended up liking this game a lot. By the way, these doors, these colors will be determined on... Yep, can't go through that yet. Will be based off of what, Oh, well, I don't have bombs, don't have the morph ball. But, can't do anything there. This room, you're not gonna go into for a long time. You can go into it if you want, but you're not gonna go into it for quite some time. This room here, well, can't do anything in this room yet, so that's cool. So we go down here, but yeah. So the blue doors you can open with your normal pea shooter. Red doors are missiles, green are super missiles, and yellows will be the power bombs, the big boys. I think they're called power bombs. But yeah, so right now you're just going through here. Nothing too crazy in here. Nothing too wild. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, nothing too wild in here. Come in here, and yeah. So again, you can't really do anything right now. So, but despite it being back to the Metroidvania thing, despite it being a Metroidvania thing, I didn't find myself lost too often. It happened occasionally. Admittedly, it did happen, and this is the morph ball. You have to hit down twice to activate it. Not knowing that took me about 20 minutes to figure that out, and then I had to look it up because I got really, really annoyed. Well, that's probably not good now, is it? So yeah, so we don't have bombs yet, but we do have morph balls. Now I went over here first. Why I went over here, I don't know, but we're going to do it again. Oh, breakaway floors, eh? Okay. Okay. So one of the biggest things when you're trying to find something, this is where your first missiles are. Come over here, grab your missiles. Missiles are nice to have. There is a shit ton of these missiles. I think like 230 or something. You can get up to 230, so which means every upgrade's 5. So you do the math. There's a shitload of them. That's gonna be one of the biggest things. Again, I can't stress this enough. Do not expect this to be 100% playthrough, because it won't be. Now, since I do have missiles, and you have to be able to select the missiles, by the way. I am using the select button. You can use whatever controls you want. We're gonna come over here and get more missiles. Hell yeah! So now we're up to 10 maximum missiles here. Can't really do anything right here for now. But we got more missiles, so we have our increase in missiles, which is always swell. But no, I got lost a couple times in this game, and then a couple times like, oh, how do I get here? And there's a couple areas I didn't even know how to get to. But I will admit I was kind of done with the game at the very end of the game. I don't know why, I just wanted to be done, which is unfortunate because it's, again, I like this game, and I kind of just had a moment where I was like, I don't really want to play this game anymore. All right, now, oh shit, we got space pirates. Holy shit, we got space pirates. Fuck you. Use your down ability. It's down while you're ducking, so you don't have to hit back to back like super fucking quick or anything. But this is health right here. Enemies will drop health and or weapon ammo when you need it. If you don't need it, they won't drop it. So keep that in mind. Overall, though, so initially I'm like, man, this game's kind of difficult. You know, I was kind of kicking my ass a little bit. This game isn't hard, folks. It really isn't. Once you get the hang of everything, it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. But I do like this game. I think it's an awesome game. I definitely understand why people enjoy Metroid now, especially Super Metroid. Why a lot of people consider the people who love Metroid consider this one of the best in the series, and that's extraordinarily fair. Again, this is the only Metroid game I've ever beaten, so I am not qualified by any stretch of the imagination to tell you what is the best or what isn't the best games in the Metroid series, because I haven't played it, and that would be unfair. I've seen a lot of them played, if that counts for anything, and I've seen speedruns of some games, including this one, but I can't be that Judge Judy or Executioner. Yes, I said Judge Judy. That's a funny line to me. But I do enjoy this game. I enjoy this game a lot. I think this game is pretty awesome. I 100% understand why people love this game, and they're 100% in the right with that, for sure. I didn't come in here before. You can't get those until you get the bombs, and then you forget about this area, and then that's gonna be one of the last upgrades you get in this game. Well, at least that's what happened to me, because I forgot about that room after I got bombs, and this is a save room. Saving's nice. I'm going to be using save states, and you're going to see that from time to time, because I'm playing on the Switch, especially pre-bosses, because I don't want to have to run back to the fucking bosses. So you're going to see some save stating. I'm going to try keep save stating to a relative minimum during the playthroughs, but probably in between the playthroughs and stuff. You need power bombs for that. During in between playthroughs, I'm probably gonna save state every time, just to be safe, so I'm not losing anything. Again, it's an LP. You know, I try to be professional. So you don't have to come down here, but you really should. Actually, I think you have to. I lied. Come down here, and we will do this. These guys, if you need some ammo or whatever, are super easy, especially when you get more beams. This little pea shooter kind of sucks, admittedly. But you can use those guys, come in here without missiles, use them to get missiles, and that's fine. So, okay, so this is gonna be fun. We're gonna get the, what are we gonna get here? We're gonna get bombs! Alright, we got the regular bombs now, so when we're in our morph ball mode, we can set it with the fire button, and that is awesome. Okay, we're gonna do, you know, let's go in here and, wait, what the hell? Ah! Oh no, that statue's attacking me! For first boss, this guy's not the easiest. I'm not fighting this guy very well, but now he is dead. Or he is dying. He lost his head. He isn't easy. If it's your first time playing this game, that guy will give you shit. But he gives you a shit ton of health. As all bosses do, they tend to give you a lot of ammo and health. They don't fill up completely. By the way, flashing one, you can use anything. I don't know why they felt that was necessary, but yeah, they will give you a whole bunch of stuff, ammo and everything else. But now we have bombs, which means we can use the bombs, and we like bombs, don't we? We love the bombs. So we're gonna make a little detour before we move on here. I'm gonna kill these guys for health. Might as well fill my health all the way up. Okay, so you're gonna need your morph ball mode and your bombs here. So there's your bombs. By the way, you can use that if you're really good at this game. You can use that as bomb jumping and get to areas you shouldn't. So now you can do a couple things here. You can go through this door and do your thing, or you come over here and get your bombs. And bomb here. That is an area you can go into. We're going to wait, though. We are going to wait. Because I want to come in here. Because again, this is the second playthrough, so things aren't completely foreign to me like they used to be. That's not the room I wanted. Those things aren't completely foreign to me. But come in here. I'm gonna come up here, hit this, and you get another. And you get another X-ray, or you get some more missiles. You'll see me shoot everywhere. I do that for a reason, because this game has some really shitty spots they hide stuff. I'll tell you that right now. So just don't be afraid to bomb areas. Again, this isn't a 100% playthrough. I don't know the game well enough to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna 100% this. I'll be happy with 75%. I'll be happy with a higher percent than the last time I played this game. But we're gonna come over here now, see what's over here, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't quite remember. By the way, if you hit start, you do get some map stuff here. This is where we're more or less one of the areas we need to actually go. So we're gonna come. This is criteria. So there is a whole bunch of different. There's about 4 or 5 different areas in this game. We'll talk about them later. And this is your first E-Tank. This is basically another. Think of it kind of like a heart tank in Mega Man X if you want. That's not quite a one-to-one comparison, but you see that bar up there? So you start out with 99 health. If you lose that 99, now that I got a resist, think of it almost as an extra life in some ways. Once you go down 0, that energy tank comes in, then it's depleted until you get more health. It's nice to have. It's nice to have. It's out in the free. It's free. These guys, you want to hit them with your missiles. Now you have a choice to make here, which way you want to go. We'll go left first. You know what? We're gonna go right. We're gonna go right. By the way, enemies do respawn, so that's cool. We like respawning enemies. So in here is. Okay, I was wrong, by the way. I said that other room was where we won't see for a while. This is the room we won't see for a while. This is a statue. Every time, you see the glowing eyes, if you will? Every time you beat, there's 4 main bosses in this game, not including the final boss. And every time you beat one of those eyes, if you come back in there, the eye will go, will stop flashing. There is genuinely no reason to go back in there. There is genuinely no reason to go back in there until the end of the game. There just isn't. So that means that I missed a room. Back here. That I don't remember what it was. Again, folks, I want to make it as clear as possible. If it isn't clear already. Second playthrough. Don't expect a great playthrough. Don't expect this to be some legendary... Somebody that's played this game for 25, 30 years. By the way, this year, 2024, is the 30th anniversary of this game, which that's pretty cool. Did I come in here? No, I did not. These guys are a new enemy. They're a pain at first. As you see me, by me taking some damage there. See, and this is where I run into problems with games like these, especially on my first playthroughs, is I don't know where I want to go. Coming in here is important. This is a map machine. These are important. They don't show you hidden areas. That is super critical, by the way. They don't show you critical area, but they show you all the main areas of everything in Criteria, including the wreck ship, which we will talk about later, and that's kind of its own little area, but it's really, really small. And so the ship is obviously Metroid's ship. Metroid? Wow, Samus. I am very sorry for that. It's Samus's ship. It's Metroid's ship. I know the Metroids are the jellyfish-like things. The S is save rooms. M's map room. You'll see there is some missile rooms as well, which you'll see in the future. The dots is actually where items or something can be. So those are pretty cool. Criteria is not an area that you're going to explore a lot. It's actually both a starting area and the ending area, or the spot where you get to the ending area, which is a little funny and ironic. But we were actually headed the way we wanted to go. But I'm happy to get the map. Find map rooms. They're not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but they are useful. So we'll come back and head our way here, making our way downtown, walking fast, shooting enemies. Meow. Okay. There we go. So yeah, we were going the right way after all. So you might be wondering how long these parts are going to be. Well, I'm looking at... We're pretty close to 25 minutes. That's about where I want them, if I'm being honest with you. By the way, they're not guaranteed to drop anything. I need to make that probably clear. Alright, so we have a decision to make. We can go to the left here, or we can go right. Either way, both lead to the same area. And it's kind of your choice which way you want to go here. There's a few different ways we can go. I think we're gonna head to the left. These guys are not beatable right now. This will just release these little assholes here, which honestly is basically just health and ammo bullshit. If you need it, use it. If not, don't worry about it. So now to go to different areas, you will have elevators that you press up or down on. You gotta be perfect. You gotta be weirdly perfect with it. It feels perfect. It's not perfect, but it feels perfect. But now we are heading to a new area. This is Brimstar. Brimstar is a fun little area as well. It is the next area of the game. So this is Metroidvania, but it's sort of linear in its own way, in a bizarre way, but it's still fun. So, but that's gonna actually do it for part 1 here of Super Metroid. Thank you for joining me. It's gonna be, it's gonna be a bit of a playthrough. It's gonna be fun. Again, I look forward to showing off my lack of skills. Until next time, everybody. Deuces.